4 months into the Trump administration, the picture is clear, and it's not pretty. The Trump administration is seeking to dismantle our fundamental environmental laws that have been enacted on a bipartisan basis over the last 50 years. But ELPC is stepping up, and we're meeting this moment. ELPC public interest attorneys are in federal courts across the Midwest and in Washington, D.C., playing defense against the Trump administration's environmental rollbacks. We're working in Congress and the states to protect the Great Lakes, and we're playing offense in the states while the federal government is stepping back. So here's what we're doing on defense. ELPC public interest attorneys are getting ready to go into federal courts, seeking to stop the Trump administration from providing a get-out-of-jail-free card. From Clean Air Act requirements, mercury and other air toxics wreak havoc on the environment and human health. The Trump administration is saying it's okay for these emitters to keep polluting. We're saying, no, it's not. That get-out-of-jail-free card is not legal, and ELPC is working with our colleagues to stop it. ELPC attorneys are in another set of federal courts working to reduce methane pollution. Methane is a highly potent greenhouse gas, 80 times more potent than carbon dioxide. These methane pollution reduction standards are really important to keep into effect. We're in the federal courts to defend the regulations that help to do that. We're in federal courts working to protect wetlands. Wetlands are vital when it comes to wildlife, migratory bird paths, and protecting clean water for everybody to use and enjoy. Summer's coming around now. We all think about the Great Lakes. The Great Lakes is where we live, work, and play. And when it comes to protecting the Great Lakes, the federal Great Lakes Restoration Initiative has been a successful program that's really worked well. And with this administration, we're looking at real threats. Last time President Trump was in office, he sought to severely cut back the Great Lakes Restoration Initiative. We know we have to fight that battle again this time around, and we're going to do it. We're going to make sure there's funding for the Great Lakes to be restored. And finally, when it comes to the Great Lakes, President Trump is talking about slashing the budgets, slashing the number of employees. We need those scientists and those experts at these agencies doing their job with us to protect the Great Lakes. Let me turn to ways in which ELPC is playing offense in the states. We had a pretty big win recently. ELPC attorneys represent two community groups, the Alliance of the Southeast and Friends of the Parks, that are challenging the Army Corps of Engineers' misguided plan to site a new toxic waste dump on the shoreline of Lake Michigan on a site that's long been promised to become a public park. We're now at a very promising stage. The state of Illinois has denied necessary permits. Fingers crossed we'll have more news for you, but let's be clear. Chicago's lakefront is for people and parks, not for toxic waste dumps. This is an extraordinary time. It's one of the most challenging times you can imagine when it comes to protecting the environment and our core values. The Environmental Law and Policy Center is stepping up. We're not standing down. We've hired 8 new staff people so that we can play to win and make a difference in these extraordinary times. Thank you for your support of the Environmental Law and Policy Center. Thank you for everything you do in these challenging times to protect the environment. We're all in this together.